Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Commander Curses and today I'm flying the Imperial Courier. Just look at it, it's so shiny. It looks a bit weird. I'm going to crash into a rock. I better get out of camera mode. No, I'm going to crash into a rock. Cool. So I'm in an asteroid field. I'll just shut my engines down. Oh, look how shiny it is. It's got 4 engines, it's got flip down front guns, and it's so cool. It's a fighter, a light fighter. So the Courier, it is very light. It costs a lot. So let's start on the stats. So it's 2.5 million base cost. It requires reputation with the Empire to buy. And comparing that with a Cobra, that's 380k for a arguably similar ship, and the Diamondback Scout 560k, so it's quite a lot more expensive. However, because it's light, it's a light fighter, it's very cheap to equip. So when you get it all the way up to A rated, it's actually roughly similar to the Cobra to fully outfit. It costs 7.2 million credits, and the Cobra is 6.9 million credits for the A-rated versions. And the Diamondback Scout, which is another thing you can compare it to, is 7.3 million. So it's actually roughly the same, just depending on what your options are. So we're sitting here in a resource extraction site. Let's see if we can find anyone to shoot while I talk. So the thing about here, this is my man. So what it does is it's got a very low hull mass, and the important thing about hull mass is that it determines how strong your shields are. So in this ship, I have a very strong shield indeed. I have a 500, 400 I think. Let me just quickly check. I have a 500 megajoule shield, so compare that with my C-class, my A-class Diamondback, and that's it's only 200 megajoules, so it's double the shield, more than double the shield, 2.5 times the shield of the Diamondback Explorer. I've got no weapons, and it costs roughly the same for a similar amount. So I'm flying a C-class ship at the moment, just to try out the basic ship. So C-class, the reason I'm equip it at C-class is it's basically the minimum pieces of equipment that I would be happy to run combat in. So let me just go to my modules and do a quick, you can pause the video if you want to see what else I've got. So I've got this stuff, and everything's powered except while in combat, except frameshift drive and fuel scoop, which is excellent. So I've got some shield cell batteries available. Let's just put my shields up. Old Johnny come Fletchington. Oh, he's moving. So I've got a couple of people to fight. So I've got 3 class 2 hard points, and they're quite a good spread. However, I am lazy and I've got them all on gimbaled mounts at the moment. So I've got a gimbal burst in the middle, and I've got gimbaled multi-cannons on the sides. And I just prefer multi-cannons because they are just so nice, so satisfying to blast people with. So the C-class version of the ship has a boost, has a cruise speed with max engines of around about 280, and a boost speed of around about 380. So it's about the same as the Diamondback when it was in C rating mode. It's less maneuverable than the Diamondback Scout, which I've just flown. Where's the fella that was scanning me before? I'm going to have to find him. Anyway, so this is a pretty nice looking ship. It sounds great. The cockpit view is amazing. It's like fighter jet. That's some interesting stereo sound. Where's our fella? I reckon this will be the guy. Nah, that's the guy. Maybe that one over there. Yep, that one over there. Oh no, he's just jumped away. Alright, so I'm going to search out some more targets and give you a bit more of an idea of how it fights. So I'll see you in a minute. So I found an eagle. Now, it may look like I'm beating it, but I do have cops. And I'm finding it relatively difficult to stay behind it. So I'm actually having to take it from the front. Which is not well, it's not ideal. But, you know, still passed. What's this guy? He's a good guy. So, it's, as I said, it's not as maneuverable as the Diamondback. I think the Diamondback versus an Eagle is actually a lot easier fight. I played some of it on the beta server when it was up, and I think that the Diamondback is definitely more maneuverable than this ship. But this ship has other advantages, so I'll talk about them in a minute. So I'm going to go and equip this ship with A-rated modules. Have I not already done that? Phew! I thought I'd already done that. And I will be back to tell you about the advantages of this ship. So I will see you back in a sec. Okay, here we are back at Jameson Memorial to show you the outfitting of the A-class Courier. So we've got an A power plant, thrusters, distributor and shield generator. Still got the C sensors, we've still got the C frameshift drive. I've also got an A fuel scoop, a C interdictor, I've still got the advanced discovery scanner and some cargo and a shield cell bank. I've got these multi-cannons and burst lasers, and I've got the maximum amount of shield boosters I can fit with a kill warrant scanner included. So now let's look at the shields. I'll do that in a minute. Shields. Let's look at the ship. I'll do the shields in a minute. So if you look around, it's very luxurious, just like the Clipper, and it's the same Gutamaya designers, and yeah, it's very, very classy, and that's why it takes a cost of premium. No, but so with the A loadout, it'll be interesting to see what different performance we get. So I'll catch you back at the res site to try and take on some more enemies and compare this with the Diamondback. See you soon. Alright, I have found a Diamondback Scout piloted by one Gary Ramrod, who's wanted in the system, and it's my task to take him out. So, let's talk about what the advantages of this ship are. So, it is a very light fighter. It has a big shield. Has three class 2 hard points. It is pretty quick. We'll see how quick it is soon enough once I get out of combat. But we've got we're following this Gary Ramrod pretty well with our lasers. So it seems like the A-spec Courier is nimble enough. Ah, no, we've lost him. What's happening? But the one thing that it does have is a plethora of hard points, internal compartments. So it has 6 internal compartments, and compared with the Diamondback Scout, there's only 4. And so what the multitude of internal compartments means is that you can use this ship for multi-role activities. So you can use it for a single ship where other people would use multiple ships, or you might need multiple ships if you had different ships. So you can equip shields, you can equip a fuel scoop, you can equip and there we go. Interdictor, you can equip the discovery scanner, and you can just equip some cargo racks. So that means that you've got the capability of doing a little bit of exploring, a little bit of trading, a little bit of missions, which often require a small amount of cargo, You can also participate in bounty hunting because you've got the kill warrant scanner. You can get a cargo scanner for piracy. You can change one of your cargo slots for a limpet. Oh, here we go. It is a bad guy. So that's the thing about multi-role ships. They can do a lot of things. Not everything perfect, because obviously you want to have a high jump range to be able to do some exploring and also be able to get between places. Like if you're doing missions, you want to be able to get between the places or find the goods that you're collecting for the mission pretty easily. But the ship can do it. It's not as good as some other ships. Some other multi-role ships include the Asp. Ooh, someone killed it for me. And the let's follow this ship. I reckon this might be his buddy. He's a Viper, and a Res is usually wanted. Yes, we are. So other multi-role ships you can use. I mean, the bigger the ship, the more slots it has spare. But for small multi-role ships, obviously the Cobra, the Adder, they're both good multi-role ships because they have plenty of slots. And the Diamondback Explorer, obviously, which I'll talk about later, because it has 5 internal slots rather than 4, like the sister ship. So can I outmaneuver a Viper? Let's see how we go. He looks like he's got a turret because he's firing back at me. This burst laser is not that strong, so maybe I would consider switching it out for a beam laser. Although I did try it on the beta server, and I went through my weapons budget quite easily, so maybe not. Maybe if I balance it. I'm not really going through my weapon capacitor. I'll change my weapons up. Yeah, so multi-role ships are good for people that just want to use one ship, and so having a ship that is, well, I don't know, relatively cheap. The multi-role version that I spec'd up was 8.6 million. But you can't, well, you can do it in a Vulture, I suppose, but the Vulture multi-role is 22 million. So it's because you need to get, you know, the A class of everything plus the frameshift drive and the fuel scoops and things like that. It turns into an expensive task when you want to use one ship for all the things. Anyway, that's about it for now. I'll head back to the station and we'll do the final words. I got him. So I will talk to you in a minute. Just before we go, this is the acid test, right? A Python versus this. A dangerous Python. So we've got the same type of ship as when we were in the Diamondback. So I'm going to try and make another bad decision and try and take him out. So let's see how we go. This is going to be, I think this is going to be bad. It doesn't have turrets, which is one good thing. Just got to stay close to him so that he doesn't turn around and get head on with me.
Target shields offline.
That's part 1 done. I'm gonna put up my... Oh, that was bad. He could have got in. I could have got... Okay, now he's boosting. Because I got a speed advantage over him, I can actually stay on his tail. Whoa, I got him! That is a surprise. Alright, I am going back to base and we will finalise this episode. Okay, so we're just coming to the end of the episode. This has been a review of the the Imperial Courier. So it's an expensive ship, 2.5 million base costs, and it costs up to 7.1 million for my A-rated spec, which is comparable with the Cobra and the other two Diamondbacks. It's got some good combat, although it's not as maneuverable as the Diamondback Scout, or even probably the Explorer, but we'll have to test that in combat. It's got 3 Class 2 hardpoints, which make it pretty good in combat. The Class 2 really gives it a boost. The Class 2 laser, compared with the Viper and the Diamondback and the Cobra. It doesn't really do trading. The trader spec is 20 tons of cargo, and it costs about 3 million to equip it that way, so it's not really worth it. The Explorer spec, it's got a short jump range, only about the same as a Sidewinder, so if you wanted, you could in theory get to the center of the galaxy, because people in a Sidewinder have got to the center of the galaxy, but it does cost a lot, and it's not the optimal spec. We did talk about the Multirole spec, where it can do a lot of different things, and I think that that's what this ship was designed for. It's not an excellent fighter, it's not an excellent, it doesn't really have a good specialization in the other things, but it does everything. It does everything. Not well, maybe, but it's cool looking. It sounds awesome. It's got a huge shield, so if you're that kind of shield tanker, it can be really good. I think it might be in the new close quarter combat. It might be available in that eventually. So that, you know, and then it would be good to well, maybe it would be overpowered against an Eagle, but we'll have to see on that. Alright, I think I'm going to go from there. Let's have a look at the ship from the outside again while it's in dock. Right, so here's me little cockpit. It's pretty cool. I really like the looks of this ship. And I didn't get to show you because it's pretty hard to do with this camera, but the nacelles flip forward, and that's where the guns come out of. It's pretty neat. Alright, I'm going to go. So this will be Commander Cursor signing off. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or want me to show you anything else, leave a comment. I'll post the specs of the Class A and the Class C fighting ship, and also the proposed multi-spec role build that I've built in the video description. So just look below, and yeah, while you're there, leave a like. I really appreciate it. All right, Commander Cursors signing off. Fly safe. Oh, one last thing, I didn't show you the speeds. 290 at the normal cruise speed, and the boost 390. Alright, this is Commander Cursor signing off again. Farewell.